My name is Margaret Nolan. I'm a business manager with Bank of Ireland based in Mespil Road. I have responsibility for the agri sector among others, and that's why I'm down here today looking after the National Ploughing Championships marquee. In the Ploughing Championships, is from a rural Ireland point of view, is extremely important for a business, in particular anything with an agri focus. Now there's many other businesses here that have no agri focus whatsoever. There's 1,100 exhibition tents here today at this particular year. In other years there would have been in around the same. Very important from the point of view of meeting their customer, an opportunity for them to sell their business and to create a customer base for themselves, and in these times in particular are very important from that point of view. I suppose the focus in agri, like the variables in agri-businesses are a bit different to business, in the sense that, like, what's your income, what's your expenditure? From a farming point of view, that's also extremely important. How quickly they can make their income, and ultimately what is their expenditure. Like some farmers in particular would amaze you. They'll know exactly how much they're getting for a litre of milk, but they won't have a clue how much it's costing them to produce that litre of milk. So there is, and there are also different variables in the sense the weather is very important to them, and the prices of inputs as regards their business or sowing their crops and those kind of things. They're not things that are part of SMEs or ordinary business, but it's still a balancing act as regards how much it's costing you to produce whatever you're producing and ultimately what you're going to get for it. I suppose Bank of Ireland have been sponsored the Margaret Leadership Awards for many years, I think nearly since it started with them. And what they look for within the organisation is they have various heats before they get to the final. And ultimately, I only judge on the final, where we're down to the final 20, let's say, and then we narrow that down to the final 6. And ultimately what I look for is somebody that has some kind of vision of where they're going and can see how they're going to get there. It's more than just being able to manage people. It's more important to understand really where you want to be yourself, or where you see yourself in the community or in your business or in your farming life. I think it's important that you know what your costs of production are, and I think you need to realise that exactly what it's costing you to produce whatever you're producing, and ultimately how can you make a profit doing it. Like the idea of a hobby farmer anymore is really, it has to be non-existent, because farming now is a commercial business and people need to realise that, and the more efficient you can be at doing that, the better for you. I think it's nearly a lifestyle. It's just like, it's the harvest is over and this is like the big festival afterwards. I think that's what it is really. And rural people just love it. And because now it's broadening out so much, and we have fashion shows and hunter chases and all these other parts, we have the craft fair, we have the food fairs like the farmers markets. It's broadening out into so much other things. It's involving so many more people. So I think that's really why it's taken off. Like 180,000 people over 3 days. It's phenomenal.